Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Cold Steel 4. In the last part, we did another round of side quests and optional stuff. And yeah, that was as thrilling as that sounds. Now we have to go head off to the Pantagruel.
Yes.
Because that's where we need to go next. So, without further ado, let's, yeah, let's do it. I was gonna say let's rest first, but we already rested. Alright. A designated as a meeting point is a buffer in the airspace above the borders of Erebonia, Calvard, and Liberl. I've already charted our course. Should we depart and rendezvous with the Pantagruel? Yes. Understood. I'll call everyone together then. Got it. Thanks. What's gonna happen? Once Class 7, the rest of the crew had finished up their remaining affairs, the Mercado then began to make its way toward the designated meeting point. 12:30 p.m. Oh boy. What's gonna happen here, huh? Alright, this will be interesting. There's Pantagruel. Signal flip. Let's send off a signal. Merkaba number 8. This is the Pantagruel speaking. Your ship is now permitted to dock. Please follow the beacon. Understood. Initiating automated boarding. Wow, we really are over a three-way border. Only just barely. The non-intervention zone should span the entire surrounding area, supposedly. Not much chance for interference when you're straddling three entire countries, huh? Yep. Plus, it's off the invasion route to the Republic. It makes for a pretty effective blind spot. But did we really have to go all the way here just to find out what Millie Mirage is about? They're here. Enter the front runners. Everybody else? The Crossbell and Liberl teams? Who's this? Oh, it's a Pantagruel landing craft. So who's in there? And there's more. That must be the Crossbell and Liberl teams. Oh, maybe not. What is that? A certain country's latest model of gunship? That's very descriptive. Scout ships from the Pantagruel, and more from the southeast and west, or south. I know my directions, and south, and southeast and. Or southeast. God, I can speak. The northeast and south? Could it be? That makes their origins clearer, geographically speaking. But in that case, the ship coming from the east must be a new state-of-the-art military gunship from the Republic, courtesy of the Verne Company. That's right. Complete with a higher carrying capacity and expanded cruising range. So many people from so many different regions gathered together for one purpose. Muse, does this mean that all these people are...
はい。南はリベール王国。北東はレミフェリア公国。そして東はカルバード共和国からとある方々を招待しました。遊撃士協会と特務支援課の方々にも立ち会っていただく予定です。
Woohoo! Nice! You'll get the gang together for one big rumble. There's the Bobcat. Been about a month, hasn't it? Oh, right. This is where you escaped from, right, Ash? Wow, this ship is huge! Hey, that's the Bobcat, too! It's just like Yosette said.
Shogun, よく来てくれたな。
Oh. Look who it is. It's the man himself. Brigadier General Bardius. You look well.
将軍とクロチルダ殿から聞いている。息災そうで何よりだ。シュバルスは。アルフィン殿下。アンゼリカ城も。ご無事で何よりでした。
Thank you, Brigadier General. We appreciate it. Who would have thought we'd been meeting here on Pantagruel on town like this?
ええ。カイトの両方会議からあまりに状況が変わりました。そして本日、ある意味において歴史が変わる日となるでしょう。
Wow. The course of history? Quite the assemblage, then. Indeed it is. In fact, some of our guests have already arrived, though many of them are simply here to
案
observe.
内しよう。みんな、ついてきてくれ。
Alright, let's see what this is all about, shall we? I'm actually getting excited. Oh, look at this nice looking chandelier. Man, this place is luxurious. Oh, that's right. We were aboard the Pantagruel before, weren't we? So yeah, it is luxurious. From Cold Steel too. Oh, God, it's been so long. It looks so much nicer too. Wow, incredible. Incredible doesn't even begin to describe this place. Actually, haven't you instructed Irene been here before, Allie? It's a bit of a long story, but I shall not reveal the details of his misconduct during that occasion. Rain? Rain, what did you do? It was a misunderstanding. I'm not entirely convinced. I'm sure he didn't mean any impure intentions. That's the whole problem. His heart is too pure. As I've told you before, nobody likes a goody two-shoes. Got that right. Can you guys just not? We know for a while of your unsociable ways. Yeah, we already accepted the fact that you're completely clueless of people's feelings, Rain. Rain's got all the luck, though. All the bad luck, I'd say. Poor Rain. This brings back memories. Rain carried me in his arms once. Oh, right, I forgot about that. Man, there was a lot going on that day. I doubt anyone there that day would expect that sort of daring escape from you. Wow, that must have been so cool. Rain, you hound. You really can't judge a book by its cover. Guys like you and Lord are really something else. Leave some charm for the rest of us, will you? Instructor Sarah, Toa, requesting to permission to burst into tears. Oh, poor Rain. Permission denied. This just means everyone likes you, Rain. You're a lucky man, Rain.
盛り上がっているな。
まさかこんな形でお目にかかれるなんて。
I know those voices. Lloyd and Estelle. The old gang.
やっぱ来てたかよ。
All the protagonists have gathered at once.
久しぶり、ティータ。
5ヶ月ぶりか。ちょっと背が伸びたかい？
お兄ちゃん、お兄ちゃん。それに。
I guess unlike Lloyd and the SSS, Tita really hasn't seen Yoshua, Ren, or Estelle in quite a while, actually.
約束果たせそうかしら？レンちゃん。やっと会えた。 それはこちらのセリフよ。まったく二人とも年上なのに泣き虫なんだから。
そういうレンこそ目が赤くなってるけどね。アガットさん、ご無事で何よりでした。
足りめえだろ。いろいろ残ってはいるが、まずは一区切りってとこか。
ええ、いろいろな意味でまだ気は抜けないけどね。
サラさんお久しぶりです。
ご無沙汰しています、本当に。
前に帝国に来て以来だから3年ぶりくらいかしらね。紹介するわ、フィーよ。
どうも。おお、あなたがフィーさん？可愛いのにめちゃくちゃ強いって噂の。
よろしく。妖精の活躍は耳にしているよ。
フィーで構わない。こちらも二人の活躍は聞いてる。アガットとシェラザードから。そっか。そういえばシェラさんの行方がわからないって。
ああ、例の機能が使えるから無事ではいると思うんだが。
実際2週間前の時点ではちゃんと連絡できていたからね。
確かシェラ、その後テートから離れているのよね。
ええ、帝国ギルドでも行方は当たってるんだけど。
いいタックルです。キーヤ、ロイドさん、エリーさんもお疲れ様でした。
ああ、ティオこそお疲れ。
もう私も抱きしめさせて。エリーさん、ちょっと苦しいです。ティオちゃん、無事で本当によかった。ヨナ君も心配してたんだからね。そうですか。それより息が。
やれやれ、お嬢また育ったんじゃねえか。
お疲れランディ。
お前こそな、ロイド。
ちょっとランディ、聞こえているわよ。育ったって何が？
おっと、やべえやべえ。
まあランディさんらしいといえばらしいですけど。あははは。
ユーナもお疲れ。キーヤから話は聞いたよ。
ティオちゃんの解放にも力になってくれたんですってね。まあ7組としてのミッションでもあったので、支援家の皆さんが再会できて、私も他人事ながら嬉しいです。ユーナは他人じゃないよ。ええ、私たちにとっては文字通り後輩ですね。ええ、クロスベルの意志を別の形で受け継いでくれている。
君が俺たちのことを誇りに思ってくれるのと同じように、俺たちも君を誇りに思うよ、ユーナ。はい。
第二に入ったばかりの頃はこじらせちまってたけどな。
もうランディ先輩。そうだ、ハリサさん。エリーさん、お疲れ様です。私からもお祝いを言わせてください。ありがとう、アリサさん。それとそちらも無事全員が揃ったみたいですね。はい。
トールズ士官学院7組所属、リーン・シュバルツァーです。はじめまして、エリーさん、エステルさんにヨシアさんも。
はじめまして。アリサさんからはお噂はかねがね。もうエリーさん。
よろしくリーン。君のことはいろいろと聞いているよ。ティータの手紙やレン、オリビエさんやトバルさんからも。
そうでしたか。殿下はもちろんトバルさんともお知り合いだったんですね。
うん、初めて帝国に来た時にお世話になって以来ね。 はじめまして、リーンくん。ようやく会えて嬉しいわ。あ、私たちは呼び捨てにしてよ。年だって一つしか違わないんだし。
それじゃあお言葉に甘えてよろしく。エステルにヨシュア。
うん、こちらこそ。
会えて嬉しいよ。
それからお久しぶりです、ロイドさん。
ああ、1年半ぶりかな。いや、3ヶ月ぶりか。鳥かごの時は助かったよ。改めてよろしく。リーンと呼んでもいいかな。代わりに俺のことも呼び捨てにしてくれると嬉しい。
教官？
正直その手を取る資格が俺聞いているんでしょ。俺がしでかしてしまったことも。
兄さん。
そのせいで帝国はもちろんクロスベルにも呪いは広がった。いや、ノーザンブリアやジュライ、さらには共和国との全面戦争まで。あなたたちには何とお詫びを。
リーン、それは違う。俺は捜査官だ。起きた事件の表面だけを見たりはしない。全ての段取りは仕組まれていた。君の意志とは無関係に、用意周到に。それにもかかわらず君は絶望を乗り越え、帝国を、クロスベルを、いや世界そのものを救おうと今この瞬間もあがき続けている。大切な仲間たちと力を合わせ、ひたむきに前へ。できればその仲間に俺たち支援家も入れてほしい。帝国とクロスベルという垣根を越え、世界そのものを終わらせないために。
すごいな、君の尊敬する人は。
でしょ？
叶わないな、本当に。喜んで。それから改めてよろしく、ロイド。状況は絶望的で別の大きな流れも始まろうとしているようだが、諦めずに力を合わせて壁を乗り越えていこう。
あ
あ私たちリベール組もそれに乗らせてもらうから。
揃っているようだな。
文校長。
お疲れ様です。
あれが
バイスラント決起軍司令オーレリア・ルグイン将軍ね。強そうね。
あ、当代最高の剣士の一人だろう。
リベール遊撃士協会並びに特務支援課の諸君、オーレリア・ルグインだ。お初にお目にかかる。それぞれじっくり話したいところだが、早速会合を始めたいと思ってな。
Who else is with us? Look at this group. We've got.
いや、
What is
特
this?
務支援課の諸君、2年ぶりくらいになるかな。アリオス君は来ていないみたいだが。
ご無沙汰しています、閣下。
アリオスさんは別件で今回は立ち会えませんでした。閣下によろしくとことつかっております。
そうか。まあ彼の立場なら忙しいのも無理はないだろう。アルフィン殿下、ご無沙汰しております。 幽玄と陛下の一件とオリバルト殿下の不運、遅まきながらお悔やみを述べさせていただきます。
ありがとうございます、閣下。まさか閣下御自らいらっしゃるとは夢にも思いませんでしたけど。
私としても信じられないような心境ですよ。ミルディーヌ公女殿下、改めてお招きいただき感謝します。
こちらこそお目にかかれて光栄です、閣下。
はは、非公式ではあるがまさに夢の会合となりそうですな。おっと、特務支援課の諸君とは2年ぶりくらいだったか。
ええ、通商会議以来ですね。
ご無沙汰しています、閣下。
アルフィン殿下、公女殿下もお初にお目にかかります。ちなみに私のことはご存知でいらっしゃいますかな。以前兄君とは一度会議でご一緒させていただきましたが。
ええ、もちろんお会いできて光栄です、閣下。なるほど、千のかげろうというのはここまでの規模のものでしたか。はじめまして。ようこそお運びくださいました、ロックスミス大統領閣下。
あ
まさか。
そうきたかよ。
呆れましたわね。
はは、太閤閣下、改めて名乗った方が良さそうですな。
ええ、では私の方から。
It's the man himself. Oh.
レミフェ
Bartholomew.
リア太閤アルバート・バルトロメウスだ。
I don't think we've seen this guy, have we?
お初にお目にかかるトールズ士官学院の諸君。
Well, we've seen this guy though from Azure. Samuel Rocksmith.
カルバード共和国大統領サミュエル・ロックスミスという、おそらく今この場にいる者としては最もありえない存在かもしれないがね。
レミフェリアのトップにまさか共和国の大統領か。
ああ、よもや影武者でもあるまい。だがおかしいだろう。共和国大統領がこんな場に。
まあそれだけの事態というわけだ。マキアス・レーグにつくん、それとユーシス・アルバレア公爵代行にフィー・クラウゼル君だったかな。
He's done his research.
そっちのお姉さんか。
Well, sort of.
やはり共和国の情報関係者だったようですね。
So who's this chick? Lucy Siland? Secretary to the prince?
CID の特務少尉よ。ハーキュリーズにも席があるわ。その説は世話になったわね。
改めまして太閤付き秘書官ルーシー・セイランドと言います。先日は失礼しました。
なるほど。この会合のために帝国の内情を探っていたんですね。
でもレミフェリアと共和国のトップが来てるってことは。
ああ、南より訪れたもう一組のゲストというのは。
Ah. Oh, look who it is!
来たみたいね。
おいおい、マジかよ。
リベールにとってもそれだけの事態なんでしょう。
リベールの司法、それにまさかこの場にいらっしゃるなんてね。
遅くなりました。いや
ー、
しかし豪華な船ですな。
お招きいただき誠にありがとうございます。
She looks so nice in 3D. older too. But then again, I guess it has been a couple years since Sky and Azure.
リベール女王アリシアが名代クローディア・アウスレーゼと申します皆様どうかお見知りおきを
同じくリベール王国軍中将カシウス・ブライトであります。時間が惜しい。早速ですが会合を始めるとしましょうか。
Yeah, this is the crowd we've gathered. Holy shit. This feels like more of a summit than an informal meeting of the concerned parties. Yeah, but Eustace and Angelica must have known this was coming, right? Yes, Muse planned to include representatives from powers outside of Erebonia right from the beginning. Though we had no idea who exactly would be invited, or in attendance. Turns out Operation Mill Mirage has many influential backers. And the Lieutenant General of Liberl is among them. Cassius Bright, the tactical genius who stopped the Empire's invasion during the 100 Days War. After the war, he left the army and worked as a bracer for a while. He and my father were good friends. I think I remember something involving them around 4 years ago? Right, when multiple Erebonian branches of the guild were blown up. Oh, I remember that. That happened in the first Sky game. When the anomaly started in Liberl, he rejoined the army. And now he's having a friendly chit-chat with the president of Calvar, whose country's about to get invaded by Erebonia. That Muse is an excellent matchmaker. She even reached out to Remiferia. Wow. Remiferia is in a similar situation as Liberl right now. The Empire is pressuring both of them to allow the army safe passage through. Neither are particularly willing to do so, but they fear retaliation should they decline. Refusal could be construed as siding with Calvard. I could see that happening. Small nations can't afford to be assertive against the overwhelming power of the belligerent Erebonia. Yeah, that'll probably be the main topic of discussion today, I think. With those nations that can't openly oppose the Empire, we, along with bracers and the special support section, are more free to take action. This is a good opportunity to speak with the other parties involved. Not just Liberl and Crossbell, but even Remiferia and even Calvard too. Indeed, there is no better time for us to exchange information. It's also the ideal time to speak one's mind freely. After discussions have concluded, I'd like to speak with the Grand Prince and the President myself. You've got guts, I'll leave you that. Though I wouldn't mind exchanging a few words with them either. And I'd like to talk with Ellie if there's time. And Crown Prince Claudia too. Seriously? Well, I guess this is your best shot at getting close to her. By the way, Ash, don't you and Yoshua go way back? Look, that ain't confirmed, and I don't really remember him. Still, you two might want to talk and clear things up. Yeah, that's what this thing's all about, isn't it? There's gonna be a dinner after the main talks, and we can talk about more personal stuff then. The principal invited us here, so there's no point acting like wallflowers. Yes, let's make the most of it. I should go around talking to the attendees myself. I definitely want to check in with those from Liberl and Crossbell. Might as well talk to representatives from Calvar and Remiferia too while I'm at it. Alright! The party has temporarily descended. Sub-events? There's probably a lot of them. There's lots of people who need a time. Oh my god, look at all of this. Oh boy, that's a lot of people. Alright. A lot of dialogue I see coming up here. Okay. Is there any like sub-events I need to do? need to find... Yeah, who I want to talk to. Where are you guys? No one's in there. I'm looking for Lloyd. You're not Lloyd. Aha! Here you are. Lloyd. You bulked up since I last saw you, Lloyd. You haven't grown tall as much as got wider in the shoulders. Life on the run is better than hitting the gym. I had to get my outfits retailored. Oh, I didn't notice. You see him every day, so the difference isn't as obvious. But he looks more like his brother now, doesn't he? I've only seen him in pictures, but yeah, I'd say so too. Now, if only I had his height too. Is Guy Bannings you were referring to? He was once a high-ranking officer in the Crossbell Police Department, but died in the line of duty 5 years ago. Yeah, we used to live nearby. I only know him from my memories of the past. He was really tall and seemed like a reliable person. Yeah, I feel like such a kid compared to him, but there's no use wishing I was more like my brother. I've got to play the cards I've been dealt. It's me you've got, not him. And I'm determined as it can be to end this and work towards independence for Crossbell. Me too. Spoken like a true leader. It's no wonder you were able to shake myself and Instructor Reen off during our encounter 2 years ago. Lloyd's been through a lot. In fact, I might have had it easier on than him. It's news to me that he had a brother, though. He probably sounds like an amazing person, too. Instructor Reen, aren't you busy playing nice with everyone? Well, we've got to make the most of this opportunity. Lloyd, there's a lot else for us to catch up on. I'd love to get a drink or two with you if you had the time, but... Sweet, I'm coming too. How about we go to a place to know when there's plain glance? It's got some pretty nice... Randy! Alright. That's just like Randy. Actually, that reminds me. Rishi and Mao is busy elsewhere right now. Yeah, there's a bunch of different factions at play here, both within and outside Erebonia. The other members of the SSS and our close allies are all busy dealing with them. Like Noel, Chief Sergei, Dudley, and Arios? That's right, Fran and Wazi will help us out sometimes too. Sonia and Morelli have been keeping their heads down though. They can't do too much considering their position. They're members of the same Crossbell Guardian Force that was absorbed by the Imperial Army, aren't they? Both are very capable officers. Yeah, they have the same objectives we do, but different obligations. Not unrelated to the contents of today's meeting. Okay, I'm starting to get a clearer picture. You can't help but get an idea of the master plan, looking at all the people of Muse and General Aurelia invited here. Maybe you should work out for our intelligence department, Reen. I doubt I can match up to the pros. Okay, can someone tell me what's going on? Same here. The only thing I know for sure is these two guys stopped showing off already. I believe you're just projecting, Instructor Randy. You could do the same if you tried, Randy. Hey, I'm not sure I like what you're saying, kiddo. Alright. You know, I don't think I'll ever run out of things to chat with you about. But if I could bring just one thing up. I heard from you play a bit of Vantage Masters. I play against Kia from time to time, so if you're ready for a match, just let me know. Oh yeah, you're on. Though we'll have to make sure things don't get too out of hand. You're telling me. Let's see what you got, Lloyd. Well, you know what? Give me just lead Bard. You never know, right? Plus, having the ability to seal people's actions every turn is nice. I didn't even see what that card said, so good. I need to read your card. No. That's just fine, I guess. Alright, what does this thing do? Draw a card, counterattack, steal 2 plus 2 damage. Oh boy. Not much in terms of defense, but I'll just slap this out. Guess I can't do anything with that, huh? Alright, guy. I'm gonna seal you. I guess I should have sealed you and then attack. Well, nah. I can do this. Oops. Slap that out. Seal you. Attack you. Get you off the out of the picture. Uh-oh. It's not cool. I should have done this. Should have attacked him, but oops. Uh-oh. Die! Killed yourself. I need more defense going. Goddamn guy. He has thrown out so much. He's an 8 defense though. It's not great. That's actually terrible for us. I'm gonna stop you from acting. And then... Oh, man. Shit. He's got a lot of good cards. Alright, I need to get some... I need to start wiping out his defenses. Uh-oh. Oh god, that was gonna attack my Blix. Oh boy. What can I do? Get rid of you. God damn, guy. It's crazy. My defense is being destroyed. Let me get rid of that. Let me heal up, because they're probably gonna kill my 5th null. Oh, no. 5th null's still standing, barely. Alright. Oh boy. Might have to move a Blix to the front. I can get rid of you. I can get rid of you. Use a skill. No, I can't. Alright. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Looks like I can whittle his health down just a little bit. Alright, Lloyd, you have 2 cards left. I guess he can't. I guess he can. Oh, I lied. Whittle his defense down. Alright, Rain, I hate to say this, but... Rain. Lloyd... Oh, never mind. It's still over for you. It doesn't matter how much you recover, it's still over. I win. Die! Alright. What's going on over here? Well, oh, it's Grace's here too. I sure am lucky getting invited on board of the Pantagruel to carry out exclusive interviews. So many interesting people all in one place. Ellie, Teo, Elisa, and even Emma of the Hexen clan. The other day, back in Crossbell, I was thinking to myself that this seems like fate. Eidos must have guided me here to thoroughly interview you all. Maybe later if it doesn't take too long. Sorry, but I prefer if you kept me out of the papers. Even the keen journalist, Grace. You should be aware of this, but you probably won't. You won't be allowed to publish anything about this meeting in the foreseeable future. What about the freedom of the press? Just kidding. I understand that being invited to this top secret get-together is a great privilege, and I won't be able to write about it for a while. But once international relations become somewhat normalized, maybe I'll get the green light to publish a special report on this. After all, my duty as a journalist is to observe and document important events. That's definitely an important role. That's a sensible approach to take. I would take everything she says with a grain of salt. You're hoping the materials you collect here will win you the Pulitzer Prize, aren't you? Anyway, there's no harm in it, there's no harm in it, is there? I missed my chance last year and the year before. That's Grace, a journalist working in Crossbell. Whatever her reasons, she must have been impressed with the right people to be allowed here. Aha, the man of the hour. Reen Schwarzer, will you agree to an interview? I'm not at liberty to talk about a lot of things. Grace, you're putting him on the spot. She's very single-minded about interviewing people, but she's a nice person. Boo, you don't help at all, Tio. Rain, you look just like Grace, walking around sniffing out info. Well, it's not like I'm not curious about the meeting. By the way, I was surprised that Vida didn't show up. Me too. She left the bear and vanished somewhere. It worries me a little. Yeah, I get it's kind of suspicious, huh? You're nervous she's plotting something. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, since she's helped us so numerous times, but Vida's known to pursue pretty questionable goals. I think we should give her the benefit of the doubt. Everyone's innocent until proven guilty, right? Thanks, Rain. If only the same could be said about my mother. Chairman Arena? Well, she's a raised, wonderful daughter. There's no way she could be a bad person. Aw, thanks. That was nice of you. Do I sense a scoop? Why is the Ashen Chevalier so sweet to you? Are you perhaps in a relationship? Grace, control yourself. Sorry. You can tell her off. You can tell her off any number of times. She goes back to her MO right away. That's Grace for you. She's never changed. She never will. Alright, what's going on there? I never dreamed of being in the presence of the President of Calvar and the Grand Prince of Remetheria. Crown Princess Claudia and Lieutenant General Cassius are here too. That's a bit much. What's a common like me doing here, mingling with royals? What's the problem? You're great at mingling. Besides, you've been helping out Lord and Arena Bunch a lot. No reason for you not to be here. By the way, thanks for helping me and Agate cross the border into the Empire. Things would have been way harder without you. Tita, I told you that was no big deal. You saved my bacon too in Heimdallr. Seems like the Kupua delivery service is always there to help when you're in a pinch. Your services are a lifeline for the guild too. Everyone's very thankful to have you guys around. You don't work for Jaggers, and you stay away from shady business. That counts in your favor too. Look, it's a business when what we do we have to in order to turn a profit. Oh, she's blushing. You guys, stop it! You really like teasing her, huh? Don't worry, it's friendly teasing. Leaves as well as the branch campus used to be within the Kupua barony. The members of the Kupua delivery service used to be the Sky Bandits, but they seem like a decent people. They are once you actually get to know them. Hey, Rain. You're quite the social butterfly today. Just make sure I get to talk to everyone. Cassius is next on my list. Makes sense since you both studied under Master Kafai after all. If I'm being honest, I'm not really sure why he and Chloe agreed to come all the way here. And I don't know what to think about this Duchess Sayin. The whole meeting is giving me some bad vibes. Muse is not a bad person? I promise. I can only imagine she must have been planning this for a while. She tries not to show it, but the situation in the Empire is probably bothering her a lot. You noticed too, didn't you, Instructor? Yeah, I did. From what I've heard, Yuna saw right through her when they met it back up.
世界の命運を左右できるほどのすごい計画を考えられる天才だからって。そんな普通の子が何百万人も死んじゃうような一手を平気で打てるわけないでしょ。
We caught a glimpse of her true self back then. She's only 16, younger than me. I've heard this and that about the Sayin family. The Duke before the last was widely believed to be a just and wise noble. When he died in an accident, his younger brother inherited the title, but all he cared about was his personal interests. He's his foolish uncle who even stirred up the Civil War, and their family was about to be stripped of their title and privilege. And yet, here we are, with Muse as the mastermind behind a plan to save the world. She's got more guts than anyone on the ship. I think I can empathize with her more after hearing that. Yeah, me too. Judging from what I've heard, it's no surprise she understands. There's no telling how these talks will go until they're all over and done with. But regardless of what major events are set in motion, we must not forget about the individuals that will be swept up. Muse is one of those individuals, so do me a favor and stay by her side. I doubt you need me to tell you that, though. You really are amazing. Huh? You really just say what you think without being around the bush, huh? I see now why Tita compares you to the sun. You're bright and you dispel any shadows of doubts in others. Thanks for the advice. That was my intention all along, but I needed a kick to get around to it. Glad to hear it. Good luck. Thanks. God, there's still more? Oh, Stella, there's something I've been dying to know. You and Yoshi are together, right? But how far exactly did you guys go? Huh? Huh? That's so out of the blue. Don't try to wiggle out of it now. I'm burning with curiosity too. You wouldn't have tried to dodge the question unless... Whoa. Why are you all bugging me about it? I can't tell you when Marine's right there. What if he hears? It's like they're talking about something personal. I don't want to be a third wheel. I better go. I'm kind of curious now myself. Yeah, it makes me want to jump right in and ask for more details. Dr. Sarah, Fee, please show us some mercy. What's up, Estelle? Still no progress? Need some cheering up? I wouldn't say that, it's just... Hey, knock it off with the leading questions. I probably shouldn't be listening to this. It's been 2 years and all. Could you try to tone it down a bit, if possible? Oh, poor Estelle. Can't catch a break, apparently. Hey, Kurt Nash. Good to see you again. Happy to have your instructor back? Yes, very much so. It was only possible thanks to everyone's help. Agatha was pretty impressive with that sword of his. Really see where he got the name Heavy Blade. Those two weren't bad either. I might have taken a couple swings, but I was just one of the many taking part in Operation Bust Free Now. Same goes for me and Kia. Maybe your timing was lucky, but credit goes to everyone equally. Yoshua, Ash, don't you two have something important to talk about? Ren, she's right. Don't put it off. Everything's going to shit right now. There's no guarantee you'll be able to see each other again. Yes, you should sort things out now. There's no denying that Rakul has become home to you, Ash. But I'm sure there's value in learning about the place that led you there. So if I get the juicy bits? Holland was just a small village. It had no more than a few dozen inhabitants. As a result, there were very few children living there. Lowway was the oldest, at 16. My sister Karen was 15, and I was 6. But there was another boy too. He was 3 years old. He was too young to play with us much. But ever since he was a baby, we looked after him. I was looking forward to playing with him when he was a little older. He was almost like a little brother to me. But then those peaceful days abruptly ended. A group of Jaeger dropouts posing as the Royal Army opened fire on the villagers. I watched on as Jan and Amelia were shot. There was blood everywhere. Their son fell to the ground, blood all over his clothes. We fled, we ran and ran, too afraid to look back. Survival was the only thing on our minds. That boy didn't die, though. He had merely fainted from shock. We had no idea. Eventually, we made it out of the village. Lowe stayed behind to distract our pursuers. He told me and Karen to keep running. But we got ambushed by another group of Jaeger dropouts. Joshua, that's truly heart-wrenching. I've heard it before, but it gets me every time. That's what happened 14 years ago. At least, that's how I remember it. That boy we left behind might have a different perspective on the events of that day. He may have hated us for escaping without him, and I can't blame him. The bullet you fired at Emperor Eugen should have been for me. Joshua! It's alright, Ren. It was a shock when I heard about what happened in Heimdallr. I realized the burden that boy from Hommel had to live with. But even though I felt immense guilt that we hadn't checked to see if he was alive, that we hadn't taken him with us, there was another feeling too. Overwhelming joy. I can't say how happy it made me when I found out he had survived. Joshua, thanks for being patient and listening to this long story of mine. Don't know why you'd bother telling me when it's got nothing to do with me, but it wasn't entirely boring. I managed to stay awake till the end. Ash. Glad to hear it. Thanks, Ash. The Hollow tragedy took place about the same time as when I was first taken to Ymir. I'm glad Ash was able to hear Joshua's story. Oh, I didn't notice you were there, instructor. Hey, Rain. Dude, eavesdrop much? Sorry about that. But the same event Joshua was talking about pretty much changed the course of my life, too. So at least it's a little relevant to me. Why so defensive, Ash? I thought you said Joshua's story had nothing to do with you. She's got you there. Whatever, screw all that old drama. We got plenty of new drama we could talk about instead. For example, what's going on with you and Russell, huh? The hell are you talking about? Huh? Oh? Why don't you share with the rest of the class? Ren, it's not like that. Damn, you can't even see what's right in front of your face, old man. We all know what's going on. It's obvious to anyone with a half a brain. Who are you calling old, you little brat? I'm only 28. Why are you even talking about this? That's a very Ash way of to change the topic. He used to be such a crybaby. I'm glad Hale's kept him safe. No, not just her. It's thanks to a number of kind-hearted people. Yeah, thanks for sharing that story with us, Joshua. Of course. Thank you as well, Rain, for all you've done for him. Cut the crap, man. Why the hell would you even say something like that? What? I'm just curious. Seriously though, if you don't make a move, some other guy will sweep Tita off her feet before you know it. Ash, walk away, slowly. It's been more lively than usual around here, but I'm glad to see Ash enjoying himself. Yeah, seems like Agathe has gained the short end of the stick though. Finally getting to tell Ash about all this has really taken a load off my shoulders. Thanks for giving me the chance, Ren. No problem. You two are a lot alike, actually. You're both a little clumsy when it comes to your feelings. Can't deny that. I'm guessing he has the same dialogue with Ash. Yeah. I wonder if Cheetah's is different now, because it kind of brought her into it. Nah, it is. You're okay, Cheetah. You're blushing really hard. I got this. This is... Alright, so the topic of these guys always talk about the same stuff, huh? So, let me go back to this group. Just talk to everybody around here, see what they have to say. Seriously though, I'll be at the fish in an interview one day. Not just because I personally find you interesting. How the young hero faces the war. Yep. No, that's something I'll let the publish once we get through all this. I'll consider it. Grace is really something, huh? I wish I had that much drive. In a way, she reminds me of Vivi. They're very different people, of course, but they have the same kind of assertiveness, let's say. It is a little more pronounced with Grace, though. Could be that's part of what takes it to be a journalist. Or maybe that pushiness is what drew them to journalism to begin with. I'm sorry for the trouble Grace caused you, Reen. Rest assured, I will be scolding her later. That's alright, really. She wasn't that bad. I'm not sure if anything Grace did deserves Ellie's death stare. Huh. It's so fun to be back here with so many of our friends. Yeah, it sure is. I wish Rishi were here so we could properly apologize to her and Lloyd about how we first met. I'll just have to wait till next time. I don't think I'll ever run out. Okay. But I'm sure you have lots of other people to talk to. Why don't you see what they're up to? Alright. Well, up, Randy. It's been a while since I got involved in something like this. Let's go drinking sometime. Just us guys. It'll have to be some other time, though. Yeah, definitely. Everyone's got so much to talk about. Alright, who's in here? We got these guys. This coffee's excellent. Yeah, the biscuits are great. They're Remiferia's specialties. I'm glad they're to your liking. Afternoon coffee and biscuits. What a wonderful custom. I could get used to this. So true. I was worried that you'd be pretty unapproachable, but since you're the Grand Prince's secretary, I was surprised learning you're not that much older than us, though. You're really young for your position. My situation is quite different. I'm close friends with Princess Alphine. I've been appointed especially for this occasion. My family is quite well known in Remiferia. You might have heard of the Silence? Let me think. Silence. Where have I heard that name before? The Silent Company produces medical equipment with shit brought worldwide. Remiferia is famous for being at the forefront of medical research, which becomes a bartering chip in relations with other nations. The Silent family, besides owning a prosperous medical company, has strong connections in the government. You've done your homework. The current state of affairs is deeply worrying for Remiferia. Our country is small and relies on advanced technology and scientific research to remain afloat. We're not prepared to deal with this war in the least. I understand your predicament. I wish there was something we could do to help. Well, let's just see how these talks go first. I was wondering what her special secretary position was all about. She's very good with words, though. It's easy to see things from her perspective and encourages others to decide with her. The Grand Prince made the right choice appointing her. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, Reen. Do you have time to take a break? I have coffee and snacks. Oh no, don't mind me. You're in the middle of an important discussion. I don't intend to stay long. Just before I go, I hear you ran into my students back in the Mar. That's right. I didn't realize their connection to you at the time, though. I'm afraid I was unable to properly introduce myself at the time. I apologize if I caused them any unnecessary wariness. No worries. They know you weren't keeping secrets for just the heck of it. It must be Eidos' will that we'd meet up again like this. Well, that and some careful planning from Muse. It's a shame we don't have more time to just sit and talk. We should get together over a nice cup of coffee sometime and get to know each other better. Yeah, sounds like fun. Let's make it happen. What are you guys? Sorry to impose on you, Elise. Oh, Ring, I just want to say hello to Eustace and the others. I'm really enjoying learning about Remiferia's customs. But when I think about the princess attending the party, I know. I'm worried about that too, but worrying about it now won't help anything. Taking a break now might also clear your head for your return trip. Lucy. Alright, I'm going to stay calm and wait for the princess. Well, I hope we exchange some useful information in the meantime for a good report. Thank you for being worried over me, Lucy. Elise seems okay. Secretary Lucy really is a good talker. Remiferia has always interested me. I really want to go on a tour with her in the future. I see. Is there a reason why? There's a traditional dance there called ballet. It's been well received not just because of the music that accompanies it, but as a comprehensive performance art itself. I've always been interested in it, but I haven't had a chance to go. I get it now. Well, maybe you'll be able to ask how things are there. Yeah, I think it'd be a great learning experience for me. I'm also interested in other aspects of Nefarian culture. I've got to ask about a bunch of different things. I didn't expect to see Grand Prince Albert again so soon. Oh, that's right, you've already met. Yes, 4 months ago when he paid a visit to Erebonia. He wasn't accompanied by Miss Silent at the time. It's a shame that she's only his temporary assistant. Her hospitality is impeccable, and she makes amazing coffee too. Wow, she's even got a tea lover like you praising her coffee. I'll have to give it a try myself. Alright, that discussion's over. We've got 3 more groups to talk to. Shit. What's going on over here? There you are, Reen. Still there making your way through the crowd, chatting everyone up? Are you talking to Kayla too? If that's okay, Special Second Lieutenant Kayla. Yes, you may speak to me at any time without reservation, Ashton Chevalier. I'm grateful for your help the other day. I had a feeling you'd guess who I was right at the start. I had my suspicions. It seems I interrupted your conversation. What was it about? We were just touching up on recent internal affairs in Calvard. I'm not sure how you might have heard about the situation there. The ruling party lost the opposition in the recent elections. Once President Rocksmith's term ends, he'll be forced to step down. So your entire government is being swapped out? That's a drastic change. The country is already in crisis, but there's been acts of terrorism carried out by the anti-immigration faction. I see. Immigration is a very divisive issue in the Republic. With each passing day, it's becoming more apparent how weak our country is. I expect our leaders to announce a new course of action after today's discussion. Thank you. I have a handle on the Calvard situation now. Despite her young age, Kayla's remarkably sharp. It sounds as though things are pretty hectic over in the Republic. Yeah, I knew there was some dissension there, but I had no idea it was on this level. We'll just have to wait and see what decision the conference members come to. By the way, it's so good to see you again, Kayla. How was Kilika! It's the first time we've actually mentioned her in this game. As well as ever, she's one Iron Lady. Make it sound as though a long time has passed since you were last in Calvard. Angelica, that Kilika. Is she who I think she is? You picked up on her name, huh? She's a practitioner of Taito. She's the one who taught me. I thought so. Kayla, have you also been training the Taito style? No, although I do admire Eastern martial arts and swordsmanship. Pursuing those arts requires serious dedication and investment of one's time. I admire you for having reached intermediate level in the 8 Leagues 1 Blade style, Reen. Thanks. How can one even describe Kilika? She's an incredible fighter, obviously, but she's also sharp as attack. The day I get to see her again can't come soon enough. I'll be sure to pass on your regards when I get back to Calvard. What about my old buddy, what's his name? I can't remember his name. My tank from Sky. It's an honor to speak with you again. We haven't had a chance to talk leisurely since we were at the Esmelis Garden. It's been so long. I was kind of having an identity crisis when we last met. Somehow, we've always been too busy to really talk. Yeah, true. Damn, all the generals here are strong as hell. You managed to hold off McBurn all on your own and Languedoc Canyon. That's pretty damn awesome. My father fought McBurn as well. Though he seemed alright at the time, the damage his body suffered had manifested later. Have you noticed anything similar? No, luckily, I seem to be perfectly fine. I don't think it's because McBurn was going easy on me. He seemed dead set on inflicting as much pain as possible. I think he might have been particularly vicious when he was fighting Viscount Artsy. I was worried about Wallace too. Good to know he's okay. It would be nice to have a friendly duel with him one day. Sounds like the general hasn't suffered any serious side effects from fighting McBurn. We really must train ourselves towards their level if we're going to stand a chance. I think I could take him on. There's some interesting people walking around calling themselves generals. Looks like even Lieutenant General Cassius from Liberl is pretty damn good. Yeah, I was hoping for a chance to talk to him, but... Well, if it's that you, Schweizer. You look awfully serious. The situation's pretty grave. At least I finally have a sense of what direction I should be heading in. I got my eyes to thank for that, and for letting me their strength. That's good. Gaius, you seem to have gotten used to your new powers. Barkhorn was a legend, there's no doubt about that. But I think you'll be another. That's kind of you to say. I hope it won't sound patronizing. But I've been concerned about you. I see now I needn't have worried. You're doing well for yourself, and you'll go far if you keep it up. You know how to build your own confidence. I appreciate it. They both studied under Barkhorn. I'm thankful that they got a good relationship. I should speak with Cassius soon. The Brigadier General is startlingly accurate with his observations. I shall take his words to heart. I'm sure that's for the best, Gaius. In fact, I should probably take that advice to mind myself. I gotta say though, I'm impressed with how far you guys have come. Looking at you, I feel certain you can overcome any challenge if you just work as a team. Thank you. I hope we'll prove you right. Alright. I got one more group to talk to. God damn, so many people. Oh, there you are. Introducing yourself to all the important people, are you? Well, I thought it wouldn't hurt. What are you up to? Not much. We're merely standing around. I've been on this airship before. I've seen all there is to it. Anyway, the talks will be over soon. Will soon be over, so I might as well wait here. Is something bothering her? She's not hiding very well, is she? It's about that man from Liberl, Cassius. She's been acting funny around him. Oh, I get it. He's a master of the 8 leaves 1 blade style. He used to go by the nickname Divine Blade. Hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about behind my back? It's rude to exclude people from a conversation when they're right there with you. Sorry about that. How are you doing, Rosine? Everything okay? More or less. I received a report of some Ouroboros activity from the high seat when I was on my way here. Nothing's happened yet, though. By the way, I heard there was an incident in the holy city of Artaria. I think Emma mentioned something about that too. But I didn't know more about it, but as luck would have it, she's not here. Ah, yes. Maybe she'll turn up eventually. Maybe, but as for me, I'm happy she's keeping her distance. I can relax without her annoying presence setting my teeth on edge. Enjoy it while you can. Should I ask the step to fix you a saucer of warm milk? Good idea. Thanks, Rosine. Even with so many distressing things going on, we cannot let ourselves give in to anxiety. We can try to clear your mind and relax. I will. Thanks, Rosine. What about you, Celine? What you gotta say? I'm just gonna try to make myself comfortable. You should try to relax too. Being stressed all the time isn't good for you. Sound advice. One of my goals is to achieve greater mastery as a swordsman. Lionheart was quite promising. Was a quite promising individual with skill almost as great as that of my lord, but yeah, from what I heard about him, it seems so. The next level for the young ones would be the Purple Lightning and Arseed. I suppose you're there as well. What an honor. Speaking of young swordsmen, there's a fellow disciple of the 8 Leaves style who started before I did. She's not a direct acquaintance, but I've heard that she is Mr. Kafai's granddaughter. She's been practicing since childhood. What? Such a person exists? Yes, she's a brazier from Liberl. I don't think she's a direct disciple, but I think she's acquainted with Estelle and the others. I heard from Mr. Kafai that she's got great potential overall. A rival. I'll need to see this Liberl bracer from my own eyes. Immediately, Divine decided that she must be a rival. Well, I think competition is good, I guess. Oh boy. Alright. Sounds like the meeting's over. Do I get to talk with Claudia too? No, I don't get special. I don't get to talk for the special people.
おお、君は
リーン・シュバルツァー君だったか。
Yes, that's right. I wanted to make your acquaintances.
灰色の騎士の有名は共和国でも知れ渡っておる。まあさすがに悪名としてだがね。
That's perfectly understandable. However, I hear you single-handedly destroyed a number of our tanks and gunships without killing those within. It was quite a feat, which spiked my curiosity. I see now why Lady Mildane, Princess Alphine, and General Le Guin hold you in such high esteem. Thank you for the compliment. Please accept my apologies about your tanks. It was nothing personal. You've also played a part in the Northern War, didn't you? Remiferia and Northumbria have been on friendly terms for quite a long time. It pains me greatly because we could not do anything to help them. Your involvement contributed to a significant reduction in casualties among their citizens, though. You give me too much credit. I wasn't acting alone. No need to be so humble. I've heard stories about you from refugees who fled from Remiferia when Northumbria was incorporated into the Erebonian Empire. Modesty is a fine trait, but it starts to grate when people downplay their achievements. Acknowledge your importance. You're the person whose actions may very well decide the fate of this world, after all. There's still some plenty of time for dinner. If you'd like to chat some more, I'll be in my room. Since the acting Duke Alberia and the fellow from the Inspector are here, why not invite them along as well? I've already informed them. I'll also be returning to my room until dinner. Feel free to come and see me if you wish. I'd like to speak with Lloyd, too. I'll go and tell him.
ようやく会えたな。
That's Cassius! And Chloe! Lieutenant General Bright, I've heard much about you from Master Kafai. I don't think I've had a chance to introduce myself to you either, Your Highness. I'm Rein Schwarzer, son of Baron Theo Schwarzer, and disciple of the 8 Leagues 1 Blade School. I currently work as an instructor for Thor's Military's branch campus. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintances.
お目にかかれて嬉しいです。実はティータさんやジョゼットさんからリーンさんのお話は聞いておりまして、それにオリバルト殿下からも。
I'm honored to hear that. What happened to Oliver was truly heartbreaking. He had this grand vision, you see. It wasn't only with Erebonia's best interests in mind, but those of the entire continent. Yes, he was a great man. Victor and Toval were good friends of mine as well. Their deaths have dealt a heavy blow to Erebonia. I'd even say it was felt by the whole continent. But now we must carry on without them. Even if that involves committing to something they most certainly would never have approved. Huh? If you like, why don't you stop by, why don't you stop by to chat for a bit before dinner? Cassius, you wanted to talk to Estelle, didn't you? Yes, and he does as well. Rein, Tita, Agate. Please do come along, Rein. We could reminisce about Master Kafai together. Maybe we'll actually see a picture of them or something. Probably not. I'll definitely stop by.
Rein-san, お疲れ様です。
And there's the other crew. Hello, Princess Alphine. Are you alright? Of course. I was a little shocked about the topics of discussion, but I suppose it's good we were able to talk about all those pressing issues. Princess. I see. I'm sorry I couldn't really intend to scale when I invited you, Princess. I trust you understand this wasn't an inevitable reality. Your presence here was of the utmost importance. Yes, I'm well aware of my responsibilities. But now that Father nor my brother is available, it falls to me to represent the Imperial family and remain informed of the current situation. Would you be so kind as to share some of that information with us at dinner? That's the plan. We could use more input on the matters at hand. We'll all be cooperating, of course. Bracers, the special support section, and the representatives of Thor should all make their voices heard too. We'll need to know where they intend to position themselves between operations Eromagander and Millie Mirage. Dinner won't be served for a while though. Princess Alphine, Elise, why don't you join me for tea? You may join as well, instructor, but the topic of discussion will most likely not interest you, given how easily you embarrass. I can never tell if you're joking, Muse, but tea sounds good to me. Yes, count me in too. Oh, maybe Claudia could join us. Yes, I'll extend an invitation to her. Instructor Rain, will you be coming? Please do. If you insist. I'll see you in a bit. Alright. There's still time to chat with the attendees before dinner. I might want to speak with the President, Prince Albert. There's Lieutenant General Bright, too. God damn! Some of optional content will be unavailable once you progress in the story. What's that supposed to mean? Someone's talking on the other side of the door. Wowzers, an exclusive interview like this sure makes my day. What are your thoughts on the development since the trade conference 2 years ago? And what's your take on the recent incident in the Principality? I've asked those questions for ardent press before. Grace, was it? Listen, Grace, it's all very well that you're so motivated, but you should think your questions through beforehand. Somehow it hurts that much more being told off by a stunningly beautiful woman. Sounds like they're in the middle of a spirited conversation. Anyway, let's visit the Liberl waiting room for now. President Rocksmith, in your opinion, how's the prognosis of Calvar looking? Not too bad, I'd say, for now. Lady Mildean's sharp intellect is truly something to be feared, isn't it? The situation being as it is, I'm determined to see things through to my end. So, President Rocksmith. What the new party does with the country once it's in our hands, I couldn't say. I might have some information that could be of interest to you. Rocksmith's term is nearly over. I shouldn't interrupt their conversation. I'll come back later. Alright. This is the SSS waiting room. I can hear people chatting inside. I should... God damn. Alright.
Yes.
I don't think there's any other... Well, let me check upstairs. Is there anything upstairs? I guess not. Guess it's gonna... Chloe, how are you? I'm well, thanks. I haven't seen you in 3 months. Good to see you again, Yoshua, Ren, and you guys. Been a while. Tita and I saw you in Grand Cell before we set off for Erebonia. I'm so happy to see you again. It was the same for us, but we headed to Calvar instead. How's the Queen? Very well, thanks for asking after her. She couldn't have attended with all the attention around her right now. That's why she sent me in her stead. I see. She needed someone trustworthy to represent her. But these talks are so crucial, why didn't Yulia and Zek come too? Who the heck is Zeke? Zeke. I imagine some urgent matters kept them busy. Zeke hardly has a moment to spare working as a messenger. I see. Based off that, I suppose I have an idea what's going on. Yeah. I doubt people were just making small talk over tea and biscuits in there. Can you share anything with us, Dad? We haven't seen each other in half a year and it's straight to business with neither a hello nor a hug. I suppose a father can't hope for love and affection from his daughter when she's left the nest and become independent. Don't guilt trip me for not being all sugary sweet. You seem well anyway. You too, sunshine. Joshua, everything all right? Yes, everything's all's going well. So, you're Chloe's bodyguard today, Dad? Oh, don't tell me that's all you're here for. I won't believe it. Well, have some patience. Everything will be revealed soon enough. Ren, did you get taller? You've grown a lot since I last saw you. Huh, I'm only taller by 5 red. I'll catch up with Tita at this rate. No, please don't. It took me so long to stop looking like a kid. Don't worry, Tita, you're still growing. You're only 16. Stella just joined the braces when she was your age. Feels like it was only yesterday when we were traveling around Liberl together. I was a sky bandit back then. You might be older now, Estelle, but you're as happy-go-lucky as ever. That's not the worst thing in the world, is it? Is it? As for you, Yosette, even grown up, you never lost that little urchin attitude. It's part of my personal identity, you see. Tita, I hear you've been making a name for yourself. Your grandfather had nothing but praise for you. Apparently, though, your mom worries about you a lot. Yeah, that's expected. Considering her, she's just a worrywart. I write her a lot to let her know I'm fine. I already messaged her to tell her everything was okay. She mentioned something about Agatha getting his comeuppance next time she sees him, too. She said she was drafting new oh god. What? Mom? It's like the good old times again. That reminds me. Estelle, did you see Zin when you... Aha! Zin! The name drop! I did. That was just before I came to Erebonia. He asked me to pass messages for him to my dad and a few others. Oh, brilliant. They've got a lot to talk about. I don't want to interrupt that or fun. I should come back later. Oh, hello, Instructor Reen. Reen! Sorry, we're still caught up catching up. We didn't mean to exclude you. Don't be shy, boy. Come and join us. Sure, if you don't mind. And they're all having their nice little chats. Huh. You seem to be enjoying yourselves. But that's no surprise when when good friends get together. They bonded during the orbital shutdown phenomenon. It's regrettable Oliver is no longer with us, and Sherazar has gone missing as well. Regardless, we must stay focused on what's ahead of us and try to remain optimistic. Wise words. By the way, I'm happy to see you, Reen. Mr. Kafai has been telling me about you. This young man has even more potential than you, Cassius. I'm sure that's not true. He must have been teasing you. Besides, there's so many complicating factors now. Oh, are you speaking of your background? I've heard of it, and I'm aware of the cause of your altered appearance too. Don't worry too much about it. Well, you can't change, Reen. And by the way, I got a letter about you a month ago from a certain man on an eastward journey. You don't mean Master Kafai? But I was still in prison then. Yes, so I hear. Oddly enough, it was foretold in the letter. Whether it was a prophecy or a witch's wild guess, I cannot tell. We see his picture! We finally see his picture! A frighteningly accurate prediction. What was the letter about exactly? That's the thing, Reen. In the light of the current situation, I'm afraid I cannot tell you yet. Huh? It's not the right time nor place. But, to give you a rough idea, it's about the final art of our school of swordsmanship. And this time of turbulence, becoming that flashing blade which illuminates the darkness even for the briefest moment. Once I have returned from the east and we have reunited, I shall impart to you my final teachings. The arts of our master taught taught me include Helix and Void. But you, Reen, may go even beyond that. Of course, you understand that seeking mastery of our style will be most difficult. Of course. But the way I am now, I'm not confident I could ever achieve it. But you're right. This isn't the place to discuss it. Just keep it in mind. We'll come back to it later. I'll relay our master's message for you once the circumstances are right. We've yet to see where today's talks lead to, but a time when great determination and sacrifice are needed is no doubt to come. I'll be ready for it. They got on like a house on fire. Yeah, you couldn't tell they just met. Having something unique in common like their fighting style brings people together. I'm feeling a bit jealous now. Looks like we're outsiders. I totally get that though. I got that. You feeling left out too? Nah, why would I care? Excuse me for butting in. I'm from the Crossbell News. Oh, here we go. Your Grace? Serious about your job, I see. I bet Niall and Dorothy gave you their list of questions for the attendees too. Gaseous and Claudia agree to the interview. Reen and the others excuse themselves to give them some privacy. Everyone's been moving around. There's still some time to chat with the attendees before dinner. God damn! Oh my god, there's more people to talk to. Alright, I think this has gone long enough. So, when we come back, we will get back to talking to all these people. There's so much to talk about. Christ, man. We spent an hour and a half literally just chatting it up with people. But, yeah. When we come back, we'll, I guess, continue chatting people up, see what the people got to say. All that kind of fun stuff. Oh.
Yes.
Oh boy. But, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next part. Later. Excuse me.